YBR, The Sword and the Story, where truth is forged into legend. Every day except Sunday, a new tale rises from the ashes of history. A real story, reborn with the soul of a saga. These are not just events, they are echoes of courage, sacrifice, betrayal, and destiny. From ancient battlegrounds to silent revolutions, from whispered secrets to roaring defiance, each story is a blade drawn from the sheath of reality, sharpened with mythic fire. Here, history is not told, it is relived. This is YBR, The Sword and the Story.
Tilu Rauteli, the warrior princess of Garhwal, Part 2, The Wound That Touched the Soul, presented by YBR The Sword and the Story, The March to Umta Garhi. After the blazing victory at Kairagar, hope returned to Garhwal's battered land. But peace was still a distant dream. The enemy was regrouping and growing crueler. Tilu's next destination was Umta Garhi, a fort controlled by Rajan Bira, the most feared Katuri commander. His cruelty was the stuff of nightmares. Some said he burnt prisoners alive. Others said he had never lost a single battle. Tilu knew this would not be an ordinary fight. This would test not only her sword, but her spirit, a knight of shadows and steel. Under the cover of moonless night, Tilu and her sisters in arms, Belo and Diwali, crept toward the fortress. With cloth wrapped around their horse hooves to muffle the sound, they moved like ghosts. Diwali, ever sharp, took down sentries like a whisper. But as they reached the outer gate, an arrow suddenly struck, piercing Diwali's shoulder. It was a trap. Blood smoke. Chaos erupted. Flames lit the night. Tilu led the charge like a storm let loose. Belo fought like a lioness, arrows flying like fire. But the Katuris were waiting, fierce and many. Diwali, bleeding and staggering, still fought by the gate. Tilu saw her fall and rushed to her side, only to come face to face with Rajan Bira himself. "I've crushed many rebels," he sneered. "You'll be no different." Tilu raised her blade, voice steady. "I'm not a rebel. I'm your reckoning." Their swords collided. Metal clanged, sparks flew. Rajan was strong, but Tilu was faster. Her grief fueled her rage. She struck again and again. But then, one missed beat, one opening, and Rajan's blade struck Diwali. A friend's last breath. Diwali collapsed in Tilu's arms. Her lips trembled, but her eyes were calm. "Finish it," she whispered, "for all of us." Tilu screamed, a sound that shattered the silence of war. With a final cry, she launched forward. Her sword tore through Rajan Bira's defense. One last blow, and the beast of Umta Garhi fell. Victory's silence. The fortress was theirs, but there was no celebration, only silence, and smoke, and a flag raised in mourning. Tilu stood atop the fort wall, eyes burning. Her friend was gone. The war had taken another piece of her soul. Sometimes, even victory feels like loss. End of part 2. Next on YBR, The Sword and the Story. Tilu rides toward her greatest challenge yet. But before she meets the next enemy, she will uncover a secret, buried in the ruins of her past, that could change everything.
And so ends today's tale, a true story etched in time, reborn through legend. If this journey moved you, if the sword struck deep, then let your voice echo back. Comment your thoughts. Share it with those who still believe in legends. Subscribe to join the Brotherhood of Stories, and ring the bell so you never miss the next blade of truth. This was YBR, The Sword and the Story. Until the next legend awakens.